Hi. Good evening, everybody. Uh, See, if we were to go back a decade or so, then the jury was out was India is a good location or not. But I think today there is absolutely stated fact. I mean, if you look at the workforce, we are mature. How many of us really spend on voice and accent training? I don't think so. We really spend as much as what we used to do about a decade back on voice training. So the quality of resource is one major reason, I would say. Second, the stability of the infra, which is brings in that yes, it works, and then the skill sets is add on. So these are three key factors which has been and multiple complex projects have been delivered over the last 2 decades. So I think this is a question which we should not even discuss whether today India is relevant or not. India is relevant, and we are seeing a lot of global companies hiring work from home of people who are working from India and getting paid in dollars and making decent money. So as very well said earlier, that yes, we are now a global workforce. So the dynamics have changed. Now, in this dynamics, how relevant is the cloud telephony is really an organizational decision. In a global environment, people tend to be a little more insecure still about the data security, and they continue to be because we daily realize there is a Meta or a Cambridge or somebody who would throw in some issues around there, and your job becomes more difficult to answer this question of how is my data secure. So I think this is one area which you will really have to address upfront. How are you securing the data despite the cloud-based operations for a multiple organization on the same cloud? That's one question which always prevails. We service clients internationally, and we have tried to adapt this, and our clients have resisted to move to the cloud. Now we are open to technology. We appreciate. We see the benefit. We want to use it. We understand that dynamics are absolutely fine for Indian or global any workforce. For us to be able to connect. It takes away a lot of anxiety and headaches from ours, and we transfer it on to the cloud company. But in reality, are the client environment mature to trust the data security? So that's one part which we need to address. One more part which we really need to be looking at in the cloud telephony, who owns the final delivery quality output? Is it going to be the cloud company, or is it going to be the company using the cloud infra to deliver? Because when you are committing efficiency gains, when you are committing output-based models, you need more control of the cloud. You need to be tweaking it very often. You need, and there is where another problem we face with the cloud company. Oh, this can't be done. Oh, this is not possible. Oh, this is there. Now, how would you address that ask? If it is plain vanilla L1 BPO, yes, cloud works absolutely fine. The moment you go to mature delivery environments, you will have to address it differently. Is what my experience is on that.
All right.
What we tried to do here, the moment the pandemic hit, we changed the supervisor ratios. We halved the team size, each supervisor, so you could spend more time. What we also did, we created an operations command center where your login and adherences and all this managed centrally by a team which is tracking what's happening right, what's happening across the board. So your supervisors get more time to spend time with the people. Third thing we did, we in the hybrid model, we said soups and the support function, as many as can come to office would be preferred. Advisors can continue to work from office, because that's where the information exchange is very important. What's happening, what's not happening, especially at the interfunctional level. So that has definitely given us a huge benefit. Whatever the technology interventions require, which we all are doing, and we will do it. We continue to do it. But more importantly, am I spending more time with my client? Am I spending tracking more what kind of work that person is doing? That's very important. True. That will automatically tell them that yes, there is a track which is possibly going on the wrong side. We need to catch that. And as very well said, that there will always be some outliers who will that's the law is made for 2% people, not for 98%. So that's where I think we will have to put practices in place, announce the practices in the real world. At that time, if you were taking somebody off the floor or sending them home because of these practices, it would get to be known on the floor. But today, you must announce it. This has happened, and this is what is action has happened, and make so things like we would mention that in your experience letter. Let's not be soft about it. And today everybody's doing ref checks. You tell them if your ref check is coming, then we will mention if you do something which is this kind. Don't mince word over there and be very candid about it. Try and incorporate in your appointment letter itself. These are the things, we will not give you any experience certificate or something. So these are the non-adherences will ensure that you are taking certain actions which will proactively push them not to do things because it can be detrimental for their career.
Right. And that those two are first ones that I've heard. Thank you very much, everyone. In fact, Mr.